from a productive, lovely break.
Oh, yeah.
Figured some things out, maybe confused yourself on some other things, but we know what you're here for.
Yeah, we thumb wrestled and I beat him 2 out of 3. That's what really happened. He doesn't want to talk about it, but that's what happened. A lot of people say that they can thumb wrestle, but nobody can really thumb wrestle like me. Let me tell you, these things right here, they're big. These things are big, beefy thumbs, and they will pin you down.
Mr. President, I wasn't blessed with what I would call powerful thumbs, or, what I would say fully functioning thumbs. I can barely get this one to bend. And this other one, I'm pretty sure it fell off.
What a loser. This guy's got little thumbs. I say, what a weak thumb. We call him Little Weak Thumb Matthew. It's okay. That's why you got a guy like me.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'd like to tell you a little bit about films from 2003.
Let's get through these.
Yep. So just a quick hit on there. So, let's see. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King won Academy Award for Best Picture. Felt like that was really just kind of an award for the whole trilogy. BAFTA Awards for Best Film and Golden Globe. So yeah, that got a lot. Lost in Translation came out that year. Got Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Finding Nemo. Oh, that's your Finding Nemo came out. So like every year, we're saying like, oh yeah, there's a lot of cool popular stuff. But without further ado, A to Z 2003, we're gonna give you a handful of
a quick little rundown.
Yeah, we think are the best movies from that year, and we've had at least 3 or 4 people on the show before, just 2 of us. I think we should probably pick at least 3 each.
Yeah, why not? Let's pick. And I'm gonna have my phone out here. Well, I guess technically I had these little markers right here that I was scribbling and doodling with.
Yeah, and let's see, and I'll get a little something there. So here we go.
Let's go on down the list. What do we got? 11:14. Actually, it's 11:27.
Yep, so no idea. 101 Damnations. 2
Dalmatians.
Ooh.
Yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too Furious.
Okay. 21 Grams. I remember seeing this.
Oh, yeah.
I never watched that movie, but I remember seeing the previews for it.
Yeah, it was the whole 21 grams has to do with, I guess, supposedly the amount of weight somebody loses when they die, so it's as though that's the weight of the soul.
Oh.
That's why it's called that.
I gotcha.
Yep. Let's see, 44 minutes, and North Hollywood Shootout. Abby Singer, Afropunk, Agent Cody Banks. You loved Frankie Muniz.
Man, I really loved. You gotta love him. Who didn't love Frankie?
Malcolm in the Middle. I mean, I remember you talking about this movie for months before it came out.
You tell another lie like that again.
I mean, dude, I know Cody Banks has a special place. So we got Eileen, Life and Death and Alex Cinema, Alien Hunter. American.
Yep, that's the names. He's reading them all.
American Splendor, American Wedding. Those
Anger Management. That's a good one. That's a good.
So American Wedding. That's part of the whole American Pie stuff. Anger Management.
American Wedding was a good comedy. I did enjoy it.
Anger Management. It's okay to like it. And be real. Anything else? Badass. Bad Boys 2. You're a fan of the Bad Boys, aren't you?
Yeah, I do enjoy the Bad Boys.
Aren't they making a new one? Like, isn't there another? They're making another sequel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. No, I'm pretty sure they are. Oh man.
Yep.
Bad Santa.
Look at that.
This.
Right
yeah. This is a landmark this. So freaking funny. Just Billy Bob Thornton owns that role so well, and
yeah,
it's just literally what it is, Bad Santa, and it's just the concept, and just Billy Bob is so good at pulling off.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Bad Santa, definitely watch it, but make sure the kids are in bed. It's about a mall Santa. It's a
hard R,
but then also too, it's a yeah. Also as well, it's like it's a heist movie in a sense too, but it encapsulates a lot of things. But it's definitely a must watch. Just again, not with your kids.
So funny.
It's a super rated R movie.
Yeah. You might find it offensive, but you just have
yeah.
to let yourself just embrace the ridiculousness of his character.
Absolutely. But then the next one we got on the list is Basic. What is that? The Battle of what? What does that say? Is that an O or an A?
Shaker Heights.
Shanker? Okay.
Shaker
Heights.
Bells of Innocence, Best 2 Years, Beyond Borders, Big Fish. Ooh.
Big Fish. That was a
Big Fish is really good.
Love that movie.
My buddy Nathan, you know, the one I've mentioned before.
Yes.
Tragically lost him. Yeah, dude. He was just really like into the magical
Edward Bloom,
creative.
that was the guy.
You know, it's like the magical creative, just inspirational type stuff.
I love that.
It was so good. Oh, it was quite moving. Biker Boys, Black Cadillac, Blind Horizon, Blizzard, Boat Trip. Bring Down the House, Bringing Rain, Brother Bear, Brown Bunny. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this movie before. So, Vincent Gallo, the director, who he did I think one movie before this, Buffalo 66, which is like an indie film that, yeah, it was whatever. It had its moments, you know, but it wasn't anything special. Well, his second film, it's I guess unrated or whatever rating that allows actual sex, like more. But so Chloe, there's a scene in this I feel like defines him. This choice to do this and the doing this like defined him in his career to where So he wrote and directed it, and there's a scene where she actually is giving him fellatio, and it straight up shows it. And
is that the guy from? Wait, were you talking about the movie or a character?
I'm talking about the movie, but in the movie, Chloe Sevigny actually it actually shows her sucking his.
Oh,
like it's real, like it's unsimulated. So that's the thing that was like NC-17 or unrated, and it was. And I've had to watch the movie and get to a point, and it's like so pointless. It's literally,
and it's like, why?
Yeah,
because you could doesn't. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's what it kind of sounds like.
Yeah,
and that's the same guy that directed this movie right here, Brown Bunny.
Yeah, he started and directed it. And Chloe Sevigny, I feel like the choice to do that hampered her career. I mean, she still has.
Well, I can imagine that. Yeah, doing that.
But it's like, it's so. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. Bruce Almighty.
You do it behind closed doors to get the job. That's one thing, but you do it on TV, and that's another.
Yeah, there's I have to show you the scene later. It'd be great to bring us closer.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty, a Bulletproof Monk. That's your type of movie.
Yeah, I like Bulletproof Monk. I like Chow Yun-fat. I like that movie. It was him and
Sean William.
Yep, Sean William Scott. I did enjoy that movie. Let's see, Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. That was a good one. Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. That wasn't a bad one. That was okay.
Sequel MCG, the director. Yeah, he's made his mark doing a lot of music videos.
Okay.
And so it's kind of
he's a music video guy.
Yeah, but then he's got this is a really clear stylized.
Yeah.
Style that he has. Chasing Pep, yeah.
Chasing Pappy, Cheaper by the Dozen, Christmas Child, Coffee and Cigarettes.
Oh, this was a pretty not important, but it was a pretty popular indie film. Jim Jarmusch, one of his earlier ones. It's not for me.
Cold Creek Manor. I remember that one being. Oh, and Cold Mountain. Those are both really big movies.
Oh, yeah, Cold Mountain, yeah,
they were both, really chilly.
Renee Zellweger having a sour face.
Yep. Oh yeah, she does have a sour face. The Company, Confidence, The Cooler, The Core.
The Core.
The Cradle to the Grave, where DMX displayed his martial arts ability in backflipping off of walls in Timberlands.
Hell yeah, with Jet Li. Did you like it?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
There you go.
But then I watch it now, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then, Dark Blue? Wait a minute.
I swear this was in last week's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll look into that. But no, Like,
No,
this
I'm
isn't
pretty
Deja
sure-
Vu.
No,
think
we
it's listed on
literally
both
talked about Dark
years.
Blue the other day.
'Cause I said something directly,
Yeah, because
I'm-
I said I was like, my friend used to go sneak it out of his parents' room.
Yes. Well, we could email the
I don't
webmaster and tell them they need to get their house in order.
Yeah, I don't know if that was actually from that year.
Yeah,
Who knows? Maybe it was from this year and it wasn't from the other year.
maybe the years are meaningless. Darkness Falls, the Devil's Dickie Roberts.
Ooh, I see a good one.
The Divorce, Down with Love, Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher.
It's pretty good. That's the Stephen King book, I believe,
It
right?
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize Timothy Olyphant was in that. Damian Lewis is great. I mean, he's got a great cast. Morgan Freeman, Tom Jane, Jason Lee, Damian Lewis. Damian Lewis, if you don't know who he is, if you Homeland or Billions. Big freaking Band of Brothers. He was like one of the main characters.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his.
Tom Sizemore,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
All
Donnie
right.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, man. All catching dreams out in the snow.
Yep.
Let's see. Dumb and Dumberer.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, so this is that kind of prequel that didn't feature
Any
Jim
of the
Carrey
guys,
or
yeah.
Dan. But the guy who plays Jim Carrey ended up being on either one of those CSI, one of those CBS crime
Really?
shows. Yeah, I don't remember which one, but he's like a regular on there. That's just interesting. Duplex. No, this fun. Elephant. Gus Van Sant film. Fuck, I should know that, but oh my
Elf.
goodness, this is gonna have to be a pick. So this Elf has to be one of the most recent Christmas movies that I feel like is earned a status as a classic, like is a timeless classic. Like I feel like Elf is. It's almost like a Christmas tradition. Like you should watch it at least once every Christmas, and it's so, cute and funny and whatever, but still funny enough. And yeah, I can't wait to watch it with my daughter because it's like something you can feel. It's just so good.
Yeah, it is a really good movie. I do really enjoy Elf. It was all good all around, Now what else we got over that?
We got
Evil Alien Conquers? Carnivores? What the fuck? I can't even read it from here.
Do you have?
I need
Is your
glasses.
vision really that bad?
No, yeah, I can't see what that is.
Conquerors.
Conquerors, okay.
I didn't know your vision was that bad.
It's not, I don't know. It's just for whatever reason it is now.
Oh, you get because you're maximizing existence.
Dang.
Let's see. Festival expect Fighting Temptations, Final Destination 2, Finding Nemo. So that was a pretty popular movie for the kids. I never actually saw it, but
Really?
yeah, it's one.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I'm sure I'll watch it with the daughter when she gets older. That'd be a good
Yeah,
one.
it was a good movie. I like the turtles. I think were the best part about that movie.
My mom loves turtles.
Yeah, I like turtles.
Turtle. So we got that Fog of War, Freaky Friday. Oh, Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh yeah,
That's you.
I didn't. Yeah, it's not necessarily. I am a horror kind of guy, but it wasn't really. It wasn't really my speed, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, I literally milked that franchise. What's the
Oh,
one where
yeah.
they go to outer space? Is that one?
Wait.
There's like a Jason in space, isn't there?
Yeah. No, I know.
That's so absurd. I mean, movies can be absurd, but that's, man, it's funny.
Yeah, talk about. I mean, he went from being on like a campground in a lake, Camp Crystal Lake, to
Made
now
it
he's
all the
in
way
outer
to
space.
ISS or something.
Like, come on, that's stupid.
I actually kind of want to watch it now. Jiggly, ooh, terrible. Yeah, that was a Razzie.
I didn't watch any of that.
Gods of Generals, good boy. Ooh, Gothica.
Gothica.
There's that a guy thing. Haunted Mansion. Head of State.
Hey DJ.
Get my DJ.
Holes with Shia LaBeouf.
I think a lot of people like this. I never saw it.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw it. I wasn't necessarily. I thought it was okay. It wasn't.
Like it was
bad.
like kids.
A bunch of yellow spotted lizard
Yeah.
bullshit.
The I guess like the kind of concepts and high level things
Yeah.
They're kind of interesting for kids.
It really was. It wasn't bad. I can't totally hate on it.
It was creative enough,
Yeah.
different enough to be like, well, okay, I can appreciate that.
Let's see. Honey, Hope Springs, House of Thousand Corpses. I'd say it's up
boy
there.
Rob
in a sense
Zombie
with-
directed that.
I think that House of a Thousand Corpses has a place. It obviously has a place in like horror movies because of, you know, there wasn't really many other films out there like it. It was fairly original in my opinion.
I never saw it. So what,
Really?
what was original about it?
Oh gosh, I don't, just kind of the whole concept of the thing, like
So
the
it's
whole.
a house with a bunch of dead bodies in it.
No, it wasn't necessarily that. It's more or less like, if I remember correctly, it was like a family of people like that are almost like a Manson type family.
Okay.
In the house they live in, you know, it's like they would just murder like strangers. So I was saying that it's like, you know, yeah, there were dead bodies in it, but I mean, it was interesting.
Yeah.
But I think it has a place in horror movie,
I'll trust you because you're
especially
I'm not
in
a horror person.
modern horror movie. What's it called? The House of a Thousand Corpses has a place.
Okay. All right, interesting. House of the Dead, How to Deal. There's a guy in 10 Days. Ooh, the Hulk, the Ang Lee
The Eric
interpretation.
Bana. Yeah, I like
It's-
it. I like this one.
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's definitely and it's cool. Ang Lee, the director, who's did like what, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I guess that was like the big thing, I believe. But so it was it's definitely like a unique approach to it that
Okay.
it gets pretty out there for it, really. But
I'm seeing some. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No,
I'm
you
seeing some. What would they call it? Incongruity.
okay, just keep working down. So we got Human Standing on Imagine in the Cut.
Identity. We've talked about this before.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. This is not.
No, I think this might have been Frailty because
No, we've Identity has
'Cause
been
no,
John
because
Cusack. We've talked about.
no, but I
this.
feel like there's a movie where we mentioned one and made us think of the other. I don't know. We'll have to check because I feel like there was one where it was like Frailty or something where one of us thought Identity, but then we realized it wasn't. But then we said it was a good movie.
I think we've seen. Okay, either way,
Either way, yeah, we'll figure it out.
I feel like we're seeing some
Some media, the webmaster, the in-laws in the go.
discrepancies.
Intolerable
What's the word I'm looking for?
cruelty. Yeah, it runs in the family. The Italian Job. This silly little heist movie. Jeepers Creepers 2. Not near as good as the first one.
Yeah, the first one was.
First one's
Yeah.
that one's up there.
Ooh.
Kangaroo Jack. Oh, nope, I know. It's definitely Kill Bill Volume 1. Yes, please. I mean, you know, I'm not like a die-hard fan, but I do personally feel like every movie that Quentin Tarantino puts out is a very high quality, and that it's, you know, obviously a director who's got a very distinct style and vision, and I feel like he's so confident in doing it. You know, you might be on board, you might not be, but it's, I don't know, whether you like his movies or not, I feel like he's like one of the best, most consistent directors of, you know, uniquely engaging, you know, movies.
Yeah, I
and
can't
stuff like
disagree
that.
with that at all, honestly.
And the fact that it was a Kill Bill 1 and 2, that Uma Thurman really should have been nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress on that.
Oh yeah.
It was almost like it. Yeah, it's such a good movie. I have to go back and watch those.
And then yeah, there's also another good one in my opinion. I don't know if you ever saw
Last
it.
Samurai?
Last Samurai. Did you see that?
Man, it's one that I actually haven't.
You
That,
haven't seen The Last Samurai?
And yeah, I just always think of the Chappelle joke.
I
He's
know.
like,
Yeah, I got an
Rudy?
idea for a movie. Tom Hanks.
the last brother on earth. Or whatever.
Yeah, starring Tom Hanks. Yeah, that would be. No, but The Last Samurai really is a good movie.
It looked good.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It did
was a
look good.
movie.
So we got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That
Oh,
was
I
also
remember
a good
this.
movie. Did you like that one? I liked it.
No, I thought it was pretty bad even back then. Legally Blonde 2, The Life of David Gale. Oh,
That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Life of David Gale. That was like a
He was like a death row or something like that.
Yeah, for some.
Kevin Spacey, R.I.P. Let's see.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy, right?
Right. The Lizzie McGuire movie, that's you.
Yeah, big
Looney
fan of Lizzie
Tunes back
McGuire.
in action. Lord
How
of
can
the
you not be,
Rings,
like,
Return of the
big fan of
King.
Hilary Duff.
Haley Duff, her sister. I don't know. They're both.
Dude, Hilary
Duffy.
Duff is looking good these days.
Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
I think I've seen her on some show, and
is looking good.
she definitely did mature into a fine young woman.
Yes, she did.
And I wouldn't have predicted it to go that well.
No, right? Yeah, you wouldn't have, but
That's
let me tell you.
weird as that sounds. It's just an honest assessment. Lost in Translation. Oh, that's Sofia Coppola,
Bill
Francis
Murray.
Ford Coppola's daughter. Yeah, this had a lot of indie appeal. But
Ooh.
a little too cool indie for me.
Malibu's Most Wanted. Malibu. You ever see that?
With Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That movie was
Did
funny,
you like the
man.
Jamie Kennedy Experiment?
That was a funny show. I
Get
didn't
axed.
mind it.
Oh, that's
It
funny.
was funny, but I'm telling you, the Malibu's Most Wanted was a don't do it bloodbath.
Man, if I've seen it, it's been a long time.
Oh, it was a funny movie. Ooh, okay, that's another good one.
Master and Commander?
No.
Matchstick Men?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that on something else.
Chris mentioned it when we brought up Nicolas Cage.
There you go. Oh, the Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions came out in that year. Maybe one released at the big. I wish I had the dates they released. That's very rare that they. I mean, I can see it, but to have those both come out in the same year.
Let me
Man.
look that up real quick.
Yeah, the Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolutions.
Okay.
Is it finding a lot of? I'm coming across a lot of findings that are making me question the integrity of this list.
Yeah, no, I know. So which ones are in question? The Matrix Reloaded?
Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolutions. To see when those came out.
Matrix Reloaded was 03.
Okay.
Matrix Revolutions was 03.
So they must have been spaced out, like maybe the beginning of the year and end of the year.
Release date for Revolutions was October 27th, 2003. And
That was the third one.
Matrix Reloaded looks like it came out in May 15th,
Wow.
2003.
That's a rarity.
Yeah, so you did have both of that. Is honestly kind of rare, and I would
Yeah.
not have really thought of that.
No. Which
But again, yep,
That's
matchstick,
good.
man.
I mean,
yep.
yeah. I mean, and the first Matrix would handedly be on here. They were
you
still
seen-
enjoyable, but I feel like they got worse and worse. But they're still really solid sci-fi action. Sorry, so keep going. A Mighty Wind. This is one I was trying to say about the guy who does fake documentaries with like Spinal Tap and stuff.
Okay.
So it's like a mockumentary about this, like, I don't know if they're like almost like Amish type traveling band, like family band. I don't know. It's really funny. Like it's really funny. See, Milwaukee Missile, The Missing Motor.
Yeah, The Missing. That's what I was about to look up. I'm like trying to. I feel like I've seen that one.
It doth ring a bell. Let me see. Excuse me.
I'm trying to look that up right now.
Tap your boob.
The Missing.
Somebody brings back three eclectic, never quite famous folk bands. That's what it was, making fun of folk music. It was it's pretty funny. So
Okay.
Mona Lisa Smile,
The Missing. Yeah, it was with
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah. It's like a whole Western type movie. That's
Oh,
what I remember.
Monster. Yeah, this is where Charlize Theron got really ugly and was able to win an Oscar.
She was the serial killer lady,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's actually a wild story.
no,
Have
it
you ever
is.
heard about that?
I mean, I've seen the movie.
I watched a documentary on that lady. That was wild, dude. I've seen like the police interviews and stuff with her.
She's just nuts.
She was a wild character, dude. She just like the way she admitted to like killing dudes, like because she was. I mean, it was crazy. Like the way she just like straight up admitting to shooting men because they got too handsy with her. She's like, yeah, sure, he picked me up for sex, but then he got too handsy with me, and I dumped my 38 in him. Like it was
all
wild,
right.
dude.
Yeah. No, and like I said, Charlize Theron when it's like getting ugly and for fat for the role. So
Yeah.
it's like Christian. A lot of these actors who do transformations. That was a rare female transformation.
It looked like she just ate at Waffle House and smoked cigarettes for that.
Seriously,
role. That's like all she did. She was like,
and it just shows you how far off being ugly and super hot are.
Yeah.
It's a lot of being hot is literally just that being out of shape and having all your teeth and I don't know
exactly.
But yeah, that's funny. What's my boss's daughter?
Ooh, it's a good one right there.
Oh, Mystic River.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I've seen this one in one of these lists before, dude. I don't know. Maybe this is my first deja vu. National Lampoon presents Dorm Days, Gold Diggers. Oh, old school.
God,
Can't deny some of the memories and quotableness from that one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Oh, it was a sequel to El Mariachi.
Yeah. Oh God, that was such a good one.
No. Robert Rodriguez, The Open Range.
That was
it's a cowboy movie,
one.
right?
Oh man, Once Upon a Time in Mexico was so good.
It was. Robert
The Order with Heath Ledger.
The Order. I don't remember.
Yeah, Out of Time, Denzel. That was a good one.
Party Monster. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Paycheck, Peter Pan, Phone Booth.
Ooh, Phone Booth was a taut thriller. I recall
it?
I mean, I wouldn't be picked, but it was unique. It was literally like Colin Farrell gets stuck in a phone booth, basically the whole movie, like being held a hostage. I don't know if it was like by a sniper or something, but like somebody's got him on the phone and he can't leave because they got like a shot on him, and they're like, I guess trying to get him to expose how crappy of a person he's been or something. So it's like basically all takes place with him in this phone booth. And Joel Schumacher film, he's been hit or miss. I mean, it was a nice taut little thriller, but I did appreciate it what it was able to pull off and still be interesting. But yeah, it'd be worth seeing just for that, but not like it's some groundbreaking.
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's a decent movie, but yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, because we also have to blame Joel Schumacher for some of the Batman movies. I believe Batman and Robin.
Oh.
And Batman Forever, I think.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people...
Batman Forever was right, but Batman and Robin...
Yeah, those people were not a big fan of those.
Yeah, that was the perfect days of Batman Forever. Me and your brother.
Yeah,
back when we would quote Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was the biggest deal, man.
Oh, absolutely. After all the Ace Ventura, the Mask.
He was our idol. So Piglet's big movie. Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out that year.
Black Pearl, yep, that was a good one.
That was a pretty big, huge
That was a great movie.
Yeah, the Gore Verbinski, the director, he's another one of those, you see his movies, they definitely got that, I don't know, it's like really kind of like life is a cartoon style to him. It's pretty cool.
Oh, dang. There we go. There's Radio.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just putting it down.
Is he going full? Did he go full for that one?
No, I don't think. I think he did, but he did it in regards like to the character. Like if you like,
you never go full.
But if you see the guy he was depicting,
why is it called Radio? Is that what his name was?
Yeah, well, because the character was like he was touched, he was slow.
No, he was touched by the angels.
And the guy like loved radios. He was fascinated with radios, so he always had a little radio on him. And so they just called him Radio. The guy didn't know his
They
name.
played football, right?
No, he was like a mascot. He kind of, not necessarily a mascot. He helped the coach out. It's like in the movie, it starts off with he's more or less getting picked on by other like football players at the school. Ed Harris is the coach of the football team. Comes over, sees what's happening. He's
So they're
like,
making fun of a clearly mentally challenged person?
yeah, they were like picking on him, and then Ed Harris comes over and he's like, "Nah, fuck that," and then makes him stop. And then he like takes the kid home, and he meets his mom, and his mom is like, you know, this is how he is, like, you know. There's nothing wrong with him. His mom's like, no, there's nothing wrong with my boy.
He
whatever.
always loved his radio.
And so they end up
That
just
boy
calling him.
always
He just
loving
always,
his radio. Take
he
it
just ended up-
everywhere he go.
pretty much, but he just ended up like that's why they called him Radios, because he always had a little radio with him. And so that's where he got his little nickname. But it was a cool. He was a real person. Radio was a real person.
Well, that's wonderful.
It was based on a real. It was based on an actual person.
A real IRL mentally challenged person that liked radios.
You haven't seen the movie?
No, I have no desire to see it.
You should. You should check it out.
I've listened to a lot of what you say, but
Yeah,
that's
saying,
one
you
I'm
should check it
gonna.
out.
That's one that's not gonna happen. The Real Cancun, The Recruit, The Room. Oh my gosh, this is like classic. One of the worst Like, you're familiar with this, right? The Room. Like, this is the one with the freaking James Franco made a movie about it, The Disaster Artist.
Oh yeah,
It's about this- man.
Tommy White. Oh yeah,
the guy
I
who
know,
like made
yeah.
the movie that
The worst movie, yes, because then
It's-
I know I've seen.
is
Yes.
like that.
It's ridiculous.
I was
yeah.
we're gonna have to put.
Yeah,
that one on there.
I'd rather watch Radio than that.
But it's like one of those things that's so bad that it's hilarious.
It's
that,
so
like,
bad
you know
that radio's
he
still
was
better.
serious when he was doing it, but then I
Mhm.
think he just really leaned into as though it was on purpose. But it is so bad.
No, it's awful.
Well, just so I'm gonna have to pull up a clip so people to see exactly what we're talking about.
No, it's really quite awful. But it got famous for being like,
How bad it is.
yeah, it got famous for being
It's
so
like
bad.
midnight showing type thing. Like I said, James Franco made that movie called The Disaster Artist. It's
Yeah.
really about it.
No, you're absolutely right. I watched that.
So you got Runaway Jury, The Rundown. Oh, that was a remake, wasn't it?
The Rundown?
Yeah.
It might have been.
If not, it was entertaining. You know, Rock, Sean William Scott, Christopher Walken. I think this might be one where Christopher Walken agreed to do it, only if he could like ad-lib his lines the whole time or something
Okay.
ridiculous. To where, like, just remember something like that. This would be funny. SWAT Scary Movie 2. That's you. School of Rock. That was really good. Seabiscuit Secondhand Lines. Shanghai Nights. Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas. There's gotta be something that's gotta give. Spy Kids 2. The Station Agent. Stuck on You. Oh man. This is the Fairley Brothers movie about the conjoined twins.
Yep, with
Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear.
and yeah.
It's the fact that that movie was made. I mean, Fairley Brothers, they had some classics. It's just so ridiculous. It's hard not to be like. Obviously, I don't think they could make that today because it's like
Oh no, yeah, you couldn't have.
And the one's like Greg Kinnear's
Yeah.
like a real good actor and performer, and it's just.
It was ridiculous. You couldn't have. Yeah, you couldn't have made that today.
Commitment to the bit, though, I gotta give him. China Tears of the Sun. That was an Anton Fuqua movie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was did Training Day. Pretty good. Terminator 2, 3, Rise of the Machines. The ending for that was good. That ending of that one was actually made
Dude,
the movie.
there is so many good movies that came out.
Testosterone, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. 13. I think this was controversial indie film. Girls Lifetime Line.
Was that you trying to say testosterone?
Testosterone. 2 Days. Uncle 9. Under the Tuscan Sun. Underwood Uptown Girls.
She been living in an uptown world.
V-Day. Vagina Day. Until the
Oh.
violence stops. Veronica Guerin. View from the Top. What a girl wants.
What a girl
I'll
wants.
let you read some of these.
What a girl needs.
Can you
When
read?
Eagles strike.
There we go. That's good.
Oh, okay. You said you want me to read some of
Yeah.
them? Willard, Wonderland, Wrong Turn, X-Men 2, or X2, X-Men
Wrong-
United,
Let's see. Yep.
The Yes Men,
Okay. We're almost at the end.
The Young Black Stallion. That's what they call my homeboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my homeboy George. Shout out. They call him the Young Black Stallion.
You think? Why is that?
I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. That's what the ladies call them.
He loves horses.
Maybe.
And then here's the end.
0 Day. Fucking zero. I didn't. Okay, so I've got some movies here that I'm
Okay.
gonna pick, and I think that all of the picks I have right here are the movies that you would end up picking. So I'm gonna let you go first, so that I can just cross out, because I think I have all the movies right here that you would pick. Because I have your movie taste and better. I think my movie taste is a little better, given by the fact that I've seen Radio.
exceeded?
and
That's
I've
true.
I like radio. Like, I've seen a lot of movies you haven't seen.
That
You know what I mean? The movies that I feel like you have seen that I haven't seen, it makes sense that I haven't seen the movies that you've seen, because it's like, who the fuck else has seen those movies? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the movies that I've seen, it's like, yeah,
Oh,
you
the
should see
mainstream
those
shit?
movies. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, go ahead, talk down on me with my mainstream.
No, mainstream
shit.
can be good.
No, yeah, it can be. I'm not watching dudes get jerked off.
No, it was fellatio,
Oh, okay.
and it was unsimulated fellatio.
All right, well, I'm not watching unsimulated.
Well, you're missing out.
I'm watching a mentally challenged guy that likes radios. Big deal.
All right,
All right.
so
Okay, I already got the list
Okay.
right here. Keep going.
Elf is gonna have to be one.
Elf and Kill Bill are your picks.
Yes, Elf and Kill Bill.
Is that right?
Yep.
I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
No,
I had a feeling.
those are good. Those are them. So what are your two first picks? And then we'll do a couple honorable mentions since we're a little
No, and I feel like
short-staffed tonight.
yeah. I was gonna say I have, because I definitely have a few.
Okay, then name them all. I trust, since you have better taste and all that.
No. Since we've established how much
I
better
need to
my
finish
taste
eating
is.
these wings, so just tell me
Yeah,
tell me what I missed.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what you missed, and since my taste is so much better. And it's not that you missed it, it's that the ones that I was writing down were the ones that you were also reacting to, and you also enjoyed. It was just, I
Let's
saw
just
it coming.
get to it, son.
So, Bad Santa. I mean,
It's gotta be.
you've got to put Bad Santa in there. That's
Yeah.
okay, I guess I should do this. I'll go with, Bad Santa is a pick of mine, and then the other pick would have to be on the total opposite end of the spectrum.
Last Samurai.
No, it would be actually Big Fish.
Dude,
I love Big Fish. It's
That's
such a
unique.
good story because
It
it's
is.
like
It's
the way
movie magic.
Well, not only that, but yeah, it's like whenever he finds that little town, like on his journey in the middle of like nowhere, it's almost like a parallel universe where he meets like the poet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a good movie. So
It's like dreams come true of all that type of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And
So
dude, like I said, my friend Nathan is just he liked it, and it's so well defined his character. I feel like just him really like not being all that much into movies, but really liking that sort of thing.
yeah, and I thought that was a great movie. So shout out to my sister; she was the one that got me on that. And then the other ones that I have to like, I think have to go. They can't go without mentioning. I feel like Tears of the Sun for an action movie.
Yeah.
I think was a fantastic movie.
Like I said, the Anton Fuqua Training Day.
Yep. I also would have to say again for another movie that can't go without mentioning that came out of that year that was great is Mystic River. It's it's
yeah.
all over the spectrum of like emotions, like Tears of the Sun versus Mystic River and Bad Santa, Big Fish, Kill Bill.
Good point.
And then again another one we mentioned was Dreamcatcher
Dreamcatcher. Yeah,
with Stephen King. That was also a really good one.
It was. It's like one. I feel like a lot of his works are poorly adapted.
Yeah.
But that one is like one of the rare ones that I feel like they did decent.
And I would have to agree with the way you just said that. Like a lot of his works being poorly adapted. Like that was a good way of putting it. Like,
It's just a sad truth.
no, it is, and I that's I wouldn't have been able to put it that way. And then after Mystic River, another one that I think that has to be mentioned in there. That shout out to Chris. He was the one that mentioned this to me and made me watch it. but
Kangaroo Jack.
Matchstick Men.
Sam Rockwell. That if you didn't appreciate him, that movie should help you appreciate its greatness.
Right. I really liked the movie Matchstick Man. It's such a great movie. And then I'm coming down to my last two here of honorable mentions that I feel like have to go talk about. Secondhand Lions.
Okay, tell me about that one.
Have you never seen it? It's got Michael Caine, I believe, and Ed Harris. Or no, not Ed Harris. God, what's his name?
Why are they lions? They got him at secondhand store.
What's the other guy? Adam Duvall, Robert Duvall, and Michael Caine, and Haley Joel Osment.
That's our boy.
And it's more or less Haley Joel Osment has like a shit mother that dumps him on his two uncles, and she pretty much like looks at it like her son is hindering her life, and so she wants to like leave him and go out and find some man that'll marry her. So she dumps him on his two uncles. And it turns out that his uncles, Robert Duvall and Michael Caine, are, like they had their own kind of wild life in the past. And it turns out that they're kind of rich and loaded. And it's such a good movie. It goes all over the place. He starts ending up like to
Which movie are we talking about again?
Secondhand Lions.
Okay.
So it gets to a point where they end up like Haley Joel Osment finds out they have this money, and he's like, "Why don't y'all spend it? Like, do something with it." So then he ends up buying a fucking lion. So they're an old
gay couple?
They buy a lion. No, they're like brothers.
Huh.
But they're just like brothers that live together on this property.
Are they singing and the color?
No. Oh, I see. So Secondhand Lions, dude, I'm telling you, you should really.
I'm sure it sounds heartwarming.
And then Old School.
Oh, yeah.
I think is the other one that I would have to go that has to be mentioned would be Old School.
I agree.
To come out of 2003.
I think you did a great job.
I think those are the best ones. So Matt's picks are Kill Bill and Elf. Mine are Bad Santa and Big Fish. Honorable mentions: Secondhand Lions, Old School, Matchstick Man, Mystic River, Dreamcatcher, and Tears of the Sun.
Look at that.
And that is the movies for 2003 that are worth the S.
Yeah, this is very true.
That you should go check out.
Yeah, out of all those, honestly, I mean,
yeah, there's probably some more in there that are going to be good, but
I think we got the cream of the crop.
Yeah, you've got an array of emotions in all those movies that I think will do the job.
I agree. Have yourself
a little bit of mystery, a little bit of comedy, some drama, a little love.
Yeah,
but everything in there.
Some radio act. Somebody loves radio.
See, I didn't mention radio. I had him marked down there, but I didn't mention radio.
I'm glad.
Radio out.
I'm glad.
Even though you're criticizing movies you haven't seen, but it's okay.
That's my right.
It is. It is. I suppose. It is.
It's kind of like I didn't need to see.
Say it.
I didn't need to see to know.
You say it. You didn't need to see what?
The Mothman.
Okay. But you know what, though? He sees you.
We'll take a break, but you showed me something that's eerily connected to a Mothman.
That is true.
It's tragic, but we got to talk about it. So we'll be right back.
I haven't slept for 2 days.